Hello everyone, good morning. Hope you guys are doing great. Today I am going to discuss about how to develop the voice bot. And again, in order to introduce about the voice bot, what is voice bot before understanding the voice bot developing, it's crucial to understand why it needed and what are the challenges are there while developing the voice bot. So forget about the recent technologies what we have like a GPT-4 or real time. Before GPT-4 or real time, how the things were working. Just imagine you this is the user, and user is giving the speech command, and that speech command will come to our STT engine, and here we can use anything, any kind of third party source, or you can use your own on-prem model as well to convert speech to text, which is something called as STT. And here we can use deepgram, which is cloud managed service or hosted model to convert your speech into text, and that text input you can pass to the intent recognition model, which will recognize the intent, and based on that intent will get processed. And this processing unit you can consider in this business logic. It's based on your business logic intent identification. Your business logic will route your in question to the particular module, and that module will respond, generate a text, and from that text we can again use any kind of, you can see, say like a text to speech engine. Just a minute. You can use any kind of text to speech engine, and that text to speech is something you will get an audio output. So this is the old conventional way of making a voice bot. This was working fine, no doubt at all, but the problem was what in this system. The system was getting very lag in the sense of whenever user will pass the user input. So what will happen once the user will pass the user input, then that user input will convert it as a speech. And 1 minute. When user will pass the speech, then speech will convert it into form of text, and then text will get processed and generate a text output, and then text again will generate a text to speech, passed to the text to speech engine, and this process will keep continuing. And that's what here is the three type of processing. Number one, first speech to text, then actual NLP processing, then again text to speech. Three processing is happening, and if three processing is happening, now you can imagine if three processing is happening, like how much complex things it will be to develop here, right? So so like here is the three. If three processing is happening, then a chances of error is also three times. Earlier, if you consider the error chances of error was of x, then three engine, your request is going to pass with the three engine, then our chances of getting error is also 3x, right? But it's a more controlled, right? This is something. And now here is the one thing, this we understood, right? Now coming to the part of another way, like if you will see the earlier conventional way, like whenever user were passing the voice input, that voice input will store or download, okay, download at client side, and these download voice packet we were passing through HTTP request to our server side, right? Server side, and then server will do the processing. It will do the processing, and after processing it will generate a output, and that output will again pass to the user. So see, it's a how much complex thing it is. What will happen, whatever audio packet we downloaded at the client side, it got corrupted. In that case also, this result will not be accurate, right? Or what will happen, whatever output is getting generated, that is also a voice packet. It's passing through the HTTP network and passing to the user in client side. Then also the chances of losing the informations, right? Security concern. So the HTTP will not work. That's what another technologies came into the picture called WebSocket. And how how WebSocket works, just try to understand. Let's suppose this is Dheeraj. Just for example, this is Dheeraj, and Dheeraj want to meet with Sweta. Just example, Dheeraj want to meet with Sweta. Then what will happen? Dheeraj can start communicating with the Sweta, right? But he want to talk with Sweta uninterrupted. What he can do? He can schedule a meeting with Sweta, okay, and he can book a meeting room. Meeting room. This is called meeting room, and in this meeting room, like 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. he booked a meeting room. Now at 10 a.m. Dheeraj will also come into the meeting room and Sweta will also come into the meeting room. So this is Dheeraj, this is Sweta. Both will come in the meeting room and they can aram se they can discuss their thought and they can share their thought. Once the 11 a.m. completed, he can leave the meeting room and another person can occupy this meeting. WebSocket works similarly like this fashion. What will happen in the WebSocket? You and here there is no HTTP request is going on. It's a something you allocated a room for a certain time, and in that certain time, both the party will come inside of that room. This is something called room, and both the party will come inside a room and they can start discussing on anything without any HTTP protocol. And this is something very fast. This is something is getting very fast now. In order to develop the WebSocket, you can also develop your WebSocket, but there is a third party applications is also available in the market with which you can develop your WebSocket. I'll take some name called LiveKit, which is very popular. Retail, this is another platform. I'll show you each and everything. First, I will show you today LiveKit because LiveKit is very popular, which is getting used by the Google, ChatGPT, and many tech giants. So let me, without wasting my time, let me just share my screen. Just hold on. I was talking about LiveKit. Just search for LiveKit Playground. And if you can go to the LiveKit Playground, in my case, this is already, and you can see overview. And if you will see home, this is the LiveKit. And intro like it, you can use the telephonic conversation like Twilio is doing that things. But the agenda was showing these things. Go to the live kit playground and manual, and here you can see, can you see this? You can give your WebSocket URL and you can give your token as well, but that is I'm not going to show you today. I will show you sometime. You can just go to the live kit, or this is the documentation site. If you want to read, I will talk about these documentations later on, but for now just search for live kit, not playground. Search for this live kit, and you can see this live kit is getting used by the OpenAI, Speak, XI, Character AI. Many people are using this. The tech giants are getting used. So this is the platform which job is to provide you the WebSocket. Okay, and you can use as a free cost. I will use this WebSocket called VoiceBot. I created this, but if you will sign up with the GitHub or Google, you will come to this point. And this is my VoiceBot I created, but if you want to see how you can create your own, you can create your own as well. Let me show you. Okay, just a minute. Yeah. Here we go. So if you can see, billing, there is sessions, and yeah, we can go there. Settings, there is an option project. Yes, if you can go to the project and you can create your own project. So this is the link I will share over the your this video description. I keep noting down this link. And also, once you create your project, here I have created already a project. If you can see, there is a project called VoiceBot. I have my project URL. I have my SIP URL. All those things is there. Whatever permission you have to give, you can give it at all. And here is the delete project option is also available. You can do that, or else you want to add a team member, you can add team member. Right now I am only working on it, and here is the crucial part called API key. So you can create your API key, and here is the couple of API key needed to access to this room, because you ultimately this room is web hosted, right? You have to authenticate first to access the room, right? So that is something. I'll show you this how to generate a key and all those things, but before that, let me go through the code. I'll start building a voice bot from scratch. So what I will do, I'll generate a separate subfolder called, here it is, and I already have voice bot. I'll create a new project, VOIC voice underscore bot underscore YouTube. Okay. So yeah, this is my folder. And what I will do, I will open my PyCharm. I'll open my PyCharm and let me open this project. Okay, so let me open this project. Just hold on. So let me open the project. So I created my project inside of these Rajesh, and we have a folder called archive. And inside of archive, we have a project. Inside a project, YouTube. Okay, and click on open. Forget. Don't worry. Uh, I'll I'll give all the code to you on my GitHub. You guys can copy paste from there, right? So yeah. So voice bot has been created now. So what we can do now, this is the main.py, and inside of main.py, we have something called, I'll create a one file called, inside of this, we don't need this main.py. I'll create a called new Python file called agent.py. And anyways, why it is asking git, not for now. I will create later on. And let me delete this main.py. Yes, and now here we go. So a couple of things we have to install. What we have to install, first of all, we have to create a separate environment. How to create a separate environment? Virtual env vnv. You can give any name. I'm creating this. Okay, I think it's spelling mistake. Okay, so my virtual environment got created. If you can see, so here is the vnv. Now I have to install a couple of libraries, right? So in order to install the couple of that libraries, I will keep this note or just run this pip install livekit agent, OpenAI, Cartesia, Celerio, and turn detection. These are the couple of library and livekit plugin, this and py.in. So I'll install that. And what I will do at the same time, I will create one file called readme.md so that all the command I'll keep out there so that you guys can run that in your pace 3 times. Okay, it's a simple, just install this and it got installed. Now I will go to my agent.py and I'll start creating my project. Okay, so it's a very simple. First of all, we have to import couple. Okay, before that, I have to create one file called .env where I can store our all the packages, all the API key. So what are the API key we needed to this? First of all, we need called OpenAI key. Okay, OpenAI key, and I will do these things. And then we need a Cartesia API key for text to speech. Again, I'm using a third-party source to convert text to speech. Then we need a livekit URL. I will show you how to create the livekit URL. Then go to the livekit API secret key. I'll talk about that part as well. And then livekit API key. Okay, these are the couple of things we needed. Okay, these are the keys. First of all, let's talk about Cartesia API key. Go to there, and Cartesia is what? It's a third-party uh, text-to-speech engine. So if you want to get a API key authentication client and API key, there is an option called API key. Click on this, and you can click. This is the URL to get the Cartesia API key. I'll keep out here only. So all the library, all the keys, I will keep storing inside of your readme.md file. Where is that? Oh, readme.md file got created inside of, oh, sorry, my bad. Inside of V and V, this readme.md file got created. This is not right. Wait a minute. I have to keep outside, right? So refactor. Yeah, that's the right way to do it. And then this is your live kit. This is your live kit. I'll share this live kit, and this is your Cartesia API key. TESIA API key. You can get your Cartesia API key from here, and you can click on this, and you can give it name like a chat GPT, and it will create a API key. So for now, I already have my API key. I will use that API key, and that's all. Now coming to the part of live kit. Okay, so go to this setting. Okay, and here I'll create a new key called voicebot underscore YouTube. Okay, and generate a key, and it will generate a couple of key. Can you see this? This is called your live kit URL. So you can keep your live kit URL here. Don't worry, I'll delete this here. And then next is API key. You can keep your live kit API key here. And you have a something called live kit secret key. This is your secret key. You can keep your secret key here. That's all. Okay. So likewise, you can create your API information, and for now, what I will do, I will delete this. I already have that key. Yes, remove, and I will use my own API keys. I'll use my own API key. Okay, so OpenAI API key, I hope you guys already have. You can create that. This is called ENV. Now coming ENV, let me close that ENV. And now what I will do, I will work on now agent.py. Okay, so in agent.py, first of all, I have to read a library from .env. So just .env. And again, this environment you have to set up from your PyCharm, right? So interpreter setting, go to the interpreter setting, add interpreter instead of virtual environment. Okay, select existing environment. Do we have virtual environment? No. Okay, no problem. I will create a virtual environment. Here it is saying .vnv, it will create. So let it to be created .vnv. Click on OK. Okay, so here two environment got created. No problem. What I can do, I will delete my VNV. So this is not needed at all. And let me delete that. Let me close this terminal and open a new terminal. It should come .bnb here, right? So .bnb came. Now go to this, and again we have to install this all the library in this environment. Yeah. So it is getting installed while doing these things. So we let it to be install all the libraries. Okay, so if you want to work on a PyCharm, you can do like that. That's the thing. Now, next is, so this package is just to read from your .env file to your project. That's what I use that. Now, I have to use Likekit agent. Likekit also provide the agentic framework. It's a kind of agentic framework also. So from Likekit, just type from Likekit import. So now the suggestions are coming from Likekit.import agents. And next we have to import agent session. So we can import those things. So from Likekit, import agent session, agent room input option. And next is we have to import Likekit. Likekit also provide the support for the third party application. So called Likekit plugin called OpenAI, Cartesia, DeepGram, and Celerio, and noise cancellation. Okay, two time it came, not needed. Why this rate is coming? It's a PyCharm issue. Don't worry at all. So this is noise cancellation, Celerio, and DeepGram. As I mentioned, it's a something called speech to text uh, engine. But I'll not use DeepGram. I'll use OpenAI Whisper to convert speech to text. You can use DeepGram as well. And Celerio and Cartesia is called text to speech, and OpenAI is just a compute engine. Okay, and Celerio is called meant for voice activity detection, means in between of, I'll show you, in between of voice command, if someone is interrupting, it will understand that part as well. Now coming to the part of these, now we have to import called turn detection. Turn detection means who is talking what. That detection we have to understand. That's the part. Now this is something is done. Now what I can do, I'll create a something called agent first. Agent first means you are helping assistance, helpful assistance, like a system prompt, right? So first of all, we have to load our environment package, right? So I will load environment and then I will create my assistant, and here it will inherit the agent class, and inside of these I'll keep my all those things. So that's something is done. Now if this part is done, now we have to create our entry point. And entry point should be async function. Why this async? Agent dot job context? Here is async function I created. Why? Because our voice will be taken by the engine as an async way. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create my session is equal to agent session. And inside of agent session, we are going to keep our all the configuration. First is our STT will come into the picture. And in our case, we are using openai.stt. You can use GPT-4o real time directly, but it is a bit costly, I found. And that's what I'm going to use the STT and TTS. But ultimately, you are not using, so the performance will be a bit slow. If you'll use the GPT-4o real time, the performance will be a bit high. But if you'll use the GPT-4o, STT and TTS, performance will be a bit slow. But at the end, we are using the WebSocket, right? So then it is not a problem. Then we are going to use our LLM, and LLM, we are going to use OpenAI dot LLM, and here we are going to use model. Which model we are going to use? Called GPT-4o mini. So you can use any model, whichever you want. You can keep it out here. Okay, now we are going to talk about Cartesia, which is for text to voice. So this is again Sonic English. You can play with the Cartesia documentation where they have mentioned different type of voice. But if you want to see what type of voice is available, I'll show you how to check those part as well. So that is something. And now we have something called voice activity detection. We have to introduce. If you will not keep this voice activity detection, then it will not understand the interrupt between the conversation. And turn detection, it will understand multilingual model as well. Means if you are speaking in Hindi, it will understand. If you are speaking in English, it will also understand. So that is session. So once the session got started, then we have to wait for the session. So what I'm trying to do, await session dot start, and here I'm going to do room equal to ctx dot room, comma, here we are going to introduce the room, and agent is equal to, here you can keep later on if you want to introduce called rag agent, you can, instead of assistant, you can keep your rag agent. I'll show you that part as well. But for now, let me complete this part. And room input and output, this is something we can keep it out here. Okay, that's the thing. And once this part has been done, this is the things. Okay, cool. This is the things, and that's all. Now we initialize our session, and session will, now we are going to generate a reply. Means let's suppose how promptly you want to reply, grade the user and offer your assistance. This is something, a reply prompt we are going to keep. And now we have to start our complete function. So simple if underscore name, it's a very simple Python logic, is equal to underscore main underscore colon, and here we are going to start. Okay, why it is happening? Double equal to, it should be double equal to, yeah. So now here we are going to start agents dot cli dot run dot app, run underscore app. And here we are going to define our agents, comma, dot work option, worker options. And here we are going to define our entry function, entry point function. Entry point function FNC is equal to entry point. Okay, that's all. That's all. I think we are good till here. Let's run this. And how to run this application, it's very much important, right? First of all, you have to download all the necessary model into your system. How to download? Just type Python agents.py, agents.py, and download file. Let's see whether it is working or not. Download files. Okay, so what it will do, it will download your files, means whatever models are there into your premise, and it will do all the sort of computation. uh, okay, so it got okay imported on deepgram like it plugin. So just download the file. It was throwing some error, import deepgram. Okay, I have not installed deepgram anyway. We are not using deepgram, which is okay. Now it is just downloading all the libraries, all the models, which is getting, so it got downloaded. Now next is what we have to do. Once this is done, mm, next so if you want to just a Python agent.py, and if you want to test on your console, just type Python agent.py console, and I'll show you. Hey, hi. So it seems it is working. If you want to use in your console, you can test like that. But if you want to use like it dashboard, through dashboard you want to access, just type like it agent.py dev. What it will do, this request now just observe that part. So now if you can go to the live kit playground, okay, overview, and I'll show you the playground where it is. Just search for live kit playground and go to this section and select our voice bot, connect to this. And let me show you, this is my voice command is coming. Let me turn off my camera for now. I'm not able to turn off. Yes, can you please tell me how is the weather outside of India? So yes, it is working. It is working from LiveKit dashboard as well, and it is working from LiveKit console as well. Now, this is all about this voice bot, guys. I'll show you next video how to integrate this voice bot into your UI, custom UI, not with the LiveKit web, right? So meanwhile, if you like this video, please do like, subscribe the channel, and don't forget to, don't forget to subscribe the channel. And if you have any question, any doubt, feel free put your question on a comment section. I'll be happy to address your concern. Thank you.